Pre-statistics. Graphing quadratic functions in vertex form, Part 4. Drawing families of parabolas. On a graphing calculator, graph 8 quadratic functions to make a design like the one in Figure 18. List the equations of your parabolas. Number 2. Now make a design like the one on Figure 19. List the equations of your parabolas. Number 3. For the quadratic model of the form f of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k, summarize what you've learned about a, h, and k. So if we see here, we have 4 parabolas, 1, 2, 3, and 4 that open upward, and we have 4 parabolas, 1, 2, 3, and 4 that open downward. So we need to come up with 4 parabolas where a is a positive number and 4 parabolas where a is a negative number. Now we also learned the wider the parabola, the closer a was to 0. The more narrow the parabola, the larger the value of a. So for this example, I'm going to use x squared, 0.2 x squared to get this wide parabola, 0.5 x squared, and for the tightest, the most narrow parabola, I'm going to use a value of 3. Now I did bold the line and the x squared so we can see the relationship between these values of a relative to when a is 1. So hitting graph, the bold parabola is when a is 1. The widest parabola is when a is 0.2. This graph is when a is 0.5, and the most narrow parabola is when a is 3. To get the bottom ones, all we have to do is make all the a's negative. So we have negative 1 times x squared, negative 0.2 times x squared, negative 0.5 times x squared, and negative 3 times x squared. And this is our graph. So we have this family. So we can summarize this family of parabolas by changing the sign and also the value of a. For the second part, we still have a family of parabolas, but this time the vertex has moved from 0, 0 to 4, 2. So now we know that h is 4 and k is 2. So we can adjust our family of parabolas to change the vertex from 0, 0 to 4, 2. So for the first one, we're going to have x minus 4 because that's our value of h. So it's x minus h. Then we add our k plus 2. The second parabola is 0.2 times the quantity x minus 4 squared plus 2, and so on and so forth. So every single parabola will have a vertex of 4, 2. Hitting graph, we see that the family of functions have moved from 0, 0 to a vertex point of 4, 2. And if we want to verify this, we can hit the trace and put it on the vertex, and we can see when x is 4, y is 2. We have verified the vertex is 4, 2. So number 3, so how do the values of a, h, and k affect the parabolas? The value of a will determine if it's opening upward or downward, If A is positive, it's upward. If A is negative, it's downward. A also determines how wide the parabola is, or how narrow. The value of H determines the location of the vertex on the x-axis, and K determines the location of the vertex on the y-axis. Thanks for watching.